even if they respect it or not. You got the option.
Nah, because then they just doing shit because they scared of you.
That's cool. They should be.
But why would you want your people to? But listen, what happens? Do you know when people start to fear you, right? When people fear you, look.
When they operate out of fear, they operate out of their
But
own
look,
personal problem.
hold on, I gotta get the person cutting me off.
That's the thing. Like, he's being more to like people's feelings and stuff. Like, I don't want
What?
people to feel this.
The servant.
I got to a place in my life where I don't
simple
care how
story
people
about
feel
the true
because
essence
people's
of
feelings are
leadership.
based on their own personal life. You feel sad. If you think you're scared of me, if you're that, it's
because
your
she
own
actually
problem.
does care. People actually do care. Sometimes it seems different. It seems like they detach, but then they know it's a defense mechanism and it's necessary.
But look, if you're controlling people with power, right? Then the morale is gonna be down.
For sure.
They're not gonna fuck with you.
It
And the first chance they get, they're gonna trade on. They're gonna jump ship.
That's true. It depends.
So why would you want to control them
they
with
jump
power?
shit, but then they jump shit to a situation that's not even
damn,
better
I got
for them.
15
just
viewers
because
already.
they felt more comfortable and they end up taking a L.
No,
Because
that's
power,
why.
the person that had the power was creating structure and dynamic that sometimes people don't understand. So everybody's not in a position to have power or authority. Some people are meant to be followers, and like that's the cycle
Exactly,
of life.
but
There
at
is
the
a
same
totem
time,
pole,
you still
right?
have to-
So then the person
the
who's
point
trying
that-
to overpower
in order to
the
be a good
person with
leader, right?
power,
Look, listen to me.
like if you have power,
In
sometimes
order
you gotta
to be a
create
good
structure.
leader, right?
Everybody don't know.
You have to
don't
understand
that, 'cause
the
they might
needs
be
of the
like
people
this.
that you're leading.
So let
You
them
gotta
jump
be a good
ship
follower.
out of
You have to
whatever.
you have to be a good listener. You have to be a good listener. There is a spectrum on that. But damn, I just had a brain fart. Fuck. What was
In order
that?
to be a good leader, you share the spectrum.
Oh yeah, in order to be a good leader, you must meet the needs of your followers, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so how
But
can you
just
do
because
that
you meet the needs,
if you're controlling
they
them
may
with
not
power?
be happy. Listen,
They're not gonna fuck
no.
with you.
If you feed them and you do your job and whatever,
I fuck with this nigga. He
and
making me
you
scared.
do your job and they're scared of you because of whatever their own personal things. I'm a 6 foot tall woman. Mad people are scared of me for no reason at all. So this conversation don't make sense to me because I'm 6 feet tall and mad people are scared of me for no reason. Like
You don't think I look scary?
No, you're not 6 feet tall.
No. Oh no.
No.
I
square up
I'm
with you.
literally right there. You stand next to me, we're the same height.
We can go muscle for muscle.
Not bigger than mine.
I ain't got no muscle right now.
Right now. He's saying I ain't got none right now.
At the end of the day, I'd rather control people with my authority because they gonna fuck with me all the time.
Nah, people don't.
That's
Some people
preferential.
fall in line. Like, I don't fuck with people that got the authority just cause. Like, the fuck? I'd be like, who the fuck is you? Cool, do your job.
I would be.
right around
I would.
you, like,
I would.
move
It sounds
around.
like.
Yeah, I'ma move
I feel
around,
like you're
cool.
getting the
They love their
definitions
job a
kind
little
of
bit much.
like.
She's not confused.
I know she's not confused. But I think
understand what
I
you're
feel like the
saying
way that you're
in there.
talking, the way that you're saying it, is like you're getting the like the definitions like
No, she's
confused
just
with the.
cutthroat, and sometimes people don't have.
Nah,
a hard
I'm
time
cutthroat
understanding
too.
That. She don't understand.
I'm cutthroat.
I'm not
too.
saying you
understand
now.
the
Why you
difference
saying
very
that?
well.
Why you say I'm cutthroat too? Because I said she cutthroat.
No,
Why you say
I'm
that?
just saying because you just throwing
You're
that
more
out there.
gentle
No,
than
I'm
me.
not. I'm
She's
making
not.
a
She was
point.
saying, she was proving a point saying
You
that
said
she
I'm
understands
gentle?
me.
You are
so-
more gentle to me, which is crazy.
I'm gentle.
Yeah, you are. You're way more gentle
Yeah,
than me.
it's nice. Not a
It's
problem.
nice. It's not bad. It's a good thing. But on the edge of,
But it
just
don't mean you
based on the
soft
base
because
of
you ain't
This
able
is
to
a good day.
figure
This
out
is a
being
good day.
gentle does not mean soft. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Don't
it's
get it
like
twisted.
I know
because
that.
of the
Trust
way,
me,
like,
I
even
know
your
that.
approach of
See what
like
I'm saying?
convincing
But you do
others,
shit like
you get what I'm
that.
saying?
What?
Like,
What? What? Because I said I know that. Nah, I just know how to connect with different.
Definitely,
me?
definitely. I agree with that.
and,
Yeah.
look, and then people with certain power don't even care if they connect sometimes.
Period.
So
That's
how
all
are you
I'm
gonna?
saying. Like, I could know.
So how are you
because
gonna
they're
run a
already
successful
connected, they're already
organization?
connected.
Babe, I
But how
connect
you
with
gonna
who I
run
want
a?
to.
How you gonna run a
If the
successful
other person don't
organization
get that,
It is
that's
very
not.
successful.
if the people that you're
It's because there's a total
ahead
of
of
life and
don't
everybody
follow
a whole
isn't
bunch
meant
of
to
players.
meet you there.
And it's a whole bunch of players.
Some people got more work to do before
So,
they understand.
name a good
you
leader.
ever taught somebody
Yes,
a lesson?
it don't necessarily be
you ever
you.
taught
People
somebody a
just not
lesson
able to
and then they
comprehend.
don't comprehend it, and then later down the line they
They
go back and they
do.
understand what you say?
Yeah.
So
in that
when you
moment,
understand,
right.
they may not be able to understand it because they're not there in their own personal life. So that's what I'm saying. I could try to connect with a person all I want, but some people aren't in the place where they're able to connect because
Nah,
they
you're
might
right.
have their own struggles.
You're right.
They
You're
might
right.
have their own
You're right.
things.
You want to step in
Yeah.
a second?
or they just simply don't understand.
Yeah, all of
Some
those
people-
reasons. But that's why I
some
said
people
that at the
can't
beginning. It's
comprehend.
when I'm at a place where I understand that everything is really a personal problem. I'm at a place where I understand. I have a different understanding of life, so
Right.
I can maneuver in rooms. Sometimes me explaining and trying to connect with a person who will never walk in my shoes will only waste 30 minutes of my day when I could go and connect somewhere else with somebody that might make me a bag. Now I got a bag because I connected with the right
I
person
like
on
that.
my frequency.
I like that way of
So it's
thinking.
like, you know what I'm saying?
I
Because
like
I'm
that
connecting
way
with
of
people
thinking.
that's on the same power, on the same thing as me. Now we're running. Like there's a totem pole of life. There's a food cycle. There's a totem pole. That's just how life is. We
Right.
understand that that's what balance is. There's got to be people in
Checks
low,
and balances,
there's
right?
got to be people in the highs. You get what I'm saying? And how you flow through there and how you connect with people will get you there, because you do got to balance with the people in the lows. But guess what?
So how do
when
you
you hang out
continue
with
to
the people in the
connect-
upper echelon, they just pay their taxes and do whatever, and they're
So
doing
how do
their
you
deeds.
continue
They
to
don't have to
connect
connect with
people
nobody because
if
they
you're
live
running,
in a whole different world.
How do you continue to connect with people if you're ruling them with your power?
I didn't say, you said ruling them with your power. I said if you have power, you don't rule with your power. Power is a thing to have. You get what I'm
Power,
saying?
but it's also an
No,
action.
you don't have to do. No,
So
it's
what
not.
you're saying is
no, it's
basically
not.
you're
If
gonna
you
use
have
your power.
If you have
If
power,
you're using your power,
for
that's
good
an action,
or bad,
right?
exactly. But some people use their powers for good, and some people use their powers for bad. Me, I got so much power that if you hang around me, I can make a certain calls and have you skip mad shit because I have power that maybe the next person don't have. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck authority. I got power because I can make calls and I can put you in a better position, maybe even better than me, depending on your skill set. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm doing my good deeds with work because everybody around me is eating, and everybody around me is
like
smarter
that.
than they were supposed to be.
I like
and
that.
everybody around them is doing better.
See, that
all
goes-
because I use my power. It's not about my authority because I'm not a doorman. I'm not this and I'm not that. I'm just
And-
an artist. Most artists don't even have as much power or authority as me. But I'm not just an artist because I'm a businesswoman. You got to know who I come from, what family I come from. You get what I'm saying? I'm a whole
Yes.
diplomat. Like I got a whole ID. So when you talking to me about power and authority, I actually have more authority over these
Ooh.
police. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I'm a beautiful girl. Do you know how many people have a power stroke on me? And you could be a police officer. I'll pull that ID up on you. Go say who the fuck
So
is
I
your
might as well
parent?
be your best friend then. Nah. You might
know?
could get me out of some trouble. Word,
Yeah, it
right?
be like that. That's what I'm saying. So that's why they're saying you don't
So
even know
do you
who
think
you talking
so?
to. You preaching
So
to the choir
the place
about
where you're a
power.
diplomat at, right?
Yeah.
How do you think they run? How do you think they
It's
run
in my
things?
family. But
Yeah, I know,
it's-
but
we
like,
do
do
things
you
for
think
the
they run
community.
things with
We run-
power or
we-
authority?
We run things with authority, and we do things with our power to have positive influence.
I just
You
dance
know
with
what I'm
everybody in
saying?
the
You
bar.
have power, you use it for positive influence. I feel like you're speaking on power in a negative connotation, as if people will only use their power to rule and be a bad influence.
That also goes with
That's
intentions,
not always
though.
true. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So when you're operating from a place of good intentions, it really don't matter whether you have authority or power, because you're doing your necessary deeds for the world.
Nah, you're absolutely right.
You
And
know what I'm
look,
saying? I'm using my
and in
power,
this-
my power and authority in different rooms to help for the benefit of myself, for my family, for others that are around me. I would never use my power just to bring the next person down. But on the end of what you said,
Exactly.
people will be scared of me because they know that I have power, and that if they fuck up around me, I could fuck up their shit easy. If I
you know what that goes
that's what I'm
in
saying.
with,
Because people
right?
get scared
You know
of
what
power
that
because they don't have it.
you
So
know
they
what
like,
that
shit, I
ties
know
into, right?
Like my whole record label I got authority over bad niggas, because if I call and say I don't like how James is working, I don't like this, they know I could hire somebody better than them because I got the resources. And they might have been working with the people that's the OGs, but no other artist got that much authority or power. But because of where I stand with my business, everybody will be on their toes. I don't move
Right.
like that. I try to feed them a way to do their job better and more effective, so that don't have to happen, because I'm considerate. But at the end of the day, they scared of me, and they older than me because they know that I have enough power to make a call. If I make a complaint, it will fuck up what they got going on.
Right. But I don't
That's why I'm
think
like, people could be scared of you,
what,
and I'm
what
not
you're
ruling
saying
with
is
my power.
yeah.
I'm just ruling in my essence. My essence has power with it.
Okay, so more so that, but what it sounds like you're saying is that, what it sounds like to me is that influence more so than power.
Influence
Like you
and
have,
power. You
I feel
both.
like you're
As I have
saying
both,
power as an
literally.
like you're using
I'm using
power
my
as
essence.
influence.
Like if
you
you
know?
have power, you have the power to use your influence, or you to make calls, or your resources, or a bunch of things. That's what she's saying. Power is just a big umbrella. Like if you watch movies and you see they power up, they can take all the sources and they power up. Like it's a type of energy that you have to be able to maneuver different things in different places. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I'm the dealer at the table of a fucking game, the person who really got the power is the dealer. It's not even the people that's playing the game.
Look,
right?
being
Like
in-
if we playing
look.
roulette, and I don't even know nothing about playing roulette, but if we
being
playing
in
roulette,
power
the person who got the
is
power
like
is the
being
dealer.
a lady if you have to remind people that you aren't.
You said what?
Being in power is like being a lady.
Mm-hmm.
If you have to remind people that you aren't.
Being in power is like, yeah, exactly. I agree. I agree.
That's one of the definitions.
No, I agree. But that's why I keep saying the essence of my power. You get what I'm saying? Like, my essence is my power. It's not, I don't have to rule in my power. People know I have it. People know who I am. If you know, you know. I don't operate in that place. I would just be chilling. Some
Right.
people that have authority, though, be using that little bit of authority to overpower somebody else because they got authority.
Oh, for the princess.
Yes.
I'm never
Cheers.
outside.
Oh my God.
Mad time apart. Because she be outside, bitch. I'm old. I can't do that shit all the time. I'm glad you found other friends.
I see.
Found other friends.
For real, that was a lot.
What do you? What?
I was on
What do
phone
you
with her
think?
mom, like,
What do you
I
guys?
can't do it.
I be
What
outside
are
every
your
day.
thoughts
She was
on?
like,
Doing my power-ups.
Your mom was like, hang in there,
So,
coach.
how do you change
Cheers.
power to
But
authority?
me and him got in a good place. She understands me more.
The lady really quickly in the bar, she was like, are you guys with the
Talking
photography
to
guy? And we're like,
She's
no,
talking
we're
about
not, but he's with.
You probably just talking
I said, no, we're not, but he's with us now. And she was
talking about
like, he's amazing.
That's really
And
nice.
she,
She was in
yeah,
there
you
talking
got
her
good
ears off,
energy,
wasn't
and you
she?
took a good photo of her, some shit like
She
that.
was talking to Lady Eero.
She what?
Nah.
What shit she wanted?
You was asking her about power and authority.
The type of time we on all the time.
Nah, I didn't. Nah. I was just talking.
She wants to.
Nah, I told her to
pretty
follow my
much.
Instagram, and she
So
followed my
obsessed.
She wants
Instagram.
to introduce me to her
addicted.
parents.
She wants to.
She's dreaming about
She wants
me.
to take me to her country. She wants to
We're
take me to
ridiculous.
Africa.
Oh my
That's my
God.
country. That's where I'm a
Ethiopian.
diplomat at.
I know.
I'm Ghanaian.
It's okay.
My son
I
is
know.
Nigerian.
Yo, we neighbors.
Your son.
I'm gonna tag everybody.
You are daddy.
He's a father.
I am a dad,
No, we're millennials.
not a father. I'm a dad. Father is different
Oh,
from
don't
dad.
start, nigga.
That's cool.
Cause I was just with my dad, and he
I
acted like I was just with my dad,
Daddy, father,
and he acted like my father last night.
He acted like your father. So what? Dad is better than father?
Yes.
Why you got this thing with words? What's the semantics about? You like to argue.
I don't like to argue.
Yes,
I
you
just
fucking do.
He
okay.
does.
It's not that I like to argue. I just like to. I like to.
came
I like
over
to.
here and
pick- I like-
started
I
a
like
No,
to-
he likes to
argument.
pick
He
people's
was like,
brains.
he was like,
Brains.
what do
No,
you
but
like
when you
better?
pick people's
Power or
brains,
authority?
shut the fuck
You're
up and
wrong.
you
You're
listen.
wrong.
I listen
You
to
don't.
you.
You was trying to overpeach.
Yeah,
He
we
didn't
know.
listen until after.
We do.
Exactly.
No, I
That's
was
the
just
argument.
listening to you.
No, but after.
That's why you laughing.
Because he know it's true.
What is your
I said, you ain't trying to pick our brain because you would have just shut the hell up
We
and
the
listened to
same.
our opinions and then told us about it later.
We do the same
But you
shit.
was like,
Nigga, you met your
let me
matches
tell you
and then
something.
some, bro.
Exactly.
Wrong
How?
shit.
Oh yeah, we
Now
can.
he over here talking
We can
about
go. We can go for hours.
I
Let's
know,
because he
dog.
realized I got the both.
let's
Shallow.
let's
Now
tag.
I see what you're
Let's
out
tag
here
the
doing,
freshest
fishing
fit
for power and
motherfuckers.
authority.
Y'all was coming at my homegirl.
He said, "Oh, you're really somebody. Let me go show this
Let me
bitch
go
what
back,
I know.
girl.
No,
I know a
I
little
hate
power."
that nigga. I keep seeing him in videos.
What is his name
I hate
though?
him. She hate a lot of people.
His
No,
name is
his name.
Myron.
Myron, but Myron.
Yeah,
like,
Myron.
I always see him in videos.
Myron from Fresh
being
Fit.
an asshole
Talking.
to women. I want him to get ran over. I hate him.
Me too. He gonna get beat up.
Come to New York.
Yeah, he's lucky. If he was in Brooklyn, it'd have been different because,
Please.
like, all the guys that was downstairs, they was watching. They was not having it with that guy. They had mad security for him.
Interview me.
Yeah, because he's an asshole.
You shouldn't think you were gonna be right.
Interview somebody I know.
She was like, I hope you
Matter of
get
fact,
my
interview
number.
her again. Interview her again, but let me be there.
Absolutely.
Why are you surprised?
He's always
said it
like disrespecting people.
Okay, so she said she'd rather have power than authority. I said I'd rather people do what I want them to do willingly.
I know him how I done rolled up my ankles to let my ankles breathe.
What's your ankles? I'm